If you've been trying to lose weight but you aren't getting anywhere, chances are you've been buying into some common myths about weight loss. So let's debunk the top 6 most common myths and what you can do instead. And if you stick around, I'll share with you how I fell victim to one of these myths myself. Myth number 1, the only way to lose weight is to avoid carbs. You actually cannot ditch carbs to lose weight because you need fiber. Fiber is going to help you lose weight, and if you ditch the carbs, your fiber count is going to go too low. Carbs are essential for your brain function, energy levels, building muscle. You cannot cut out your carbs, and if you go too low, you're actually going to feel very low energy, and you're going to feel lethargic and tired, and your muscle mass is going to suffer as well. You can always add more healthy carbs instead of cutting out carbs altogether, and focus on not eating as many refined carbs and sugars instead. Myth number 2, it doesn't matter what you eat as long as you count calories. This hits home for me specifically because I am a macro coach. So what you eat does matter. Counting calories encourages you to focus on quantity over quality. But here's the thing. If you have a basic knowledge of macros, you understand that your macro breakdown is specific to your goal. So if you want to gain more muscle or lose more fat, it's going to be completely different depending on what your goal is. So it actually does matter the quality of the calories that you're eating. Number 3, if you want to lose weight, you'll have to go hungry. So actually skipping meals leads to irritability and weight gain, and then you tend to binge. This is where a lot of my clients are trying to break through that yo-yo dieting. So if you are restricting too much, you're skipping meals, you're constantly hungry, that's going to lead you to binge later on, which is going to really hinder all of your progress. So instead, I want you to focus on eating consistently and healthy snacks, focusing on lean protein and produce like carrots and hummus or nuts and beef jerky. Myth number 4, cutting fat from your diet helps you lose weight. So avoiding fat actually doesn't lead to weight loss, it leads to weight gain because healthy fats actually help you regulate your hormones. So you really don't want to dip too low. And this is the one that I fell personal victim to. After I had my daughter Mila, I cut a little too low on my fats because I was desperate to lose weight and feel like myself again. And I noticed that my body wasn't moving, like the scale wasn't moving, nothing was happening. And so I went to the hormone doctor and she said, your fats are way too low. And if you want to fix your hormones, you actually have to eat a lot more fat. So that's what I did, and I started seeing results. I started feeling way more like myself. My hormones leveled out, and it was awesome. So you don't want to cut too low on your fats. People who cut fat from their diet also usually tend to replace it with starchy carbs and sugar, which actually is what leads to weight gain, right? Because that's what wreaks havoc on your gut. So your body will always crave what you feed it, and sugar is extremely addictive. So instead, you can eat healthy fats like ground flaxseed, hemp seed, walnuts, avocado. All of these will help you feel satisfied after eating so that you don't feel the need to overeat, and you'll also help lower your inflammation levels. Myth number 5, going gluten-free is the solution to weight loss. So a lot of people don't know that many gluten-free items are higher in calories and carbs, and they're actually lower in fiber, which will help you not feel full, right? And that's what will make you overeat. So I'm not against eating gluten-free if you need to do that for your health and your allergy, but it's not actually going to make you automatically lose weight just because you're eating gluten-free. The whole point is to focus on eating whole, unprocessed foods. So just because it's gluten-free doesn't necessarily mean that it's healthier for you. If you are gluten-free, make sure that you have good, delicious recipes that make it easier to stick to. So you can always check out my Nourish cookbooks that give you gluten-free, dairy-free, and gluten and dairy-free option variations for every recipe. Myth number 6, Healthy food doesn't taste good. So if you think that healthy foods taste bland and then sugar and fatty foods are the only good foods, you might need help preparing your foods, okay? There are so many amazing spices and low calorie options that you can do to make your food taste better. And when you start eating healthier, you'll notice the sweetness of a berry or the tartness of a cherry or the citrus of an orange, and you appreciate those flavors. So it might take time, but you'll notice as you start making healthier options, those foods do start tasting better to you. And because you feel so much better after, you start realizing, hey, I want to feel better, and so I'm going to reach for the healthier option. Remember, being healthy and feeling your best isn't about restriction or cutting out food groups. It's about getting as many healthy nutrients in your body as you can. I created the Nourish cookbooks because I wanted to show my clients that eating healthy doesn't have to mean that you're sacrificing flavor or making different meals for your family. You can all eat together, you can still count your macros, and you can still hit your goals while eating foods that you actually enjoy. If you want to check out my Nourish cookbooks, I'll put the link in the description. If you liked this video, you can check out my other video, Can You Get Rid of Cellulite with Exercise? I'm BodyByBree. Thank you for joining me to create the healthiest, happiest version of yourself. I'll see you back here next time.